My name is Austin, and we will be doing Board 3. This is the first day of the Portland tournament at the beginning of October. The third game, the final game of the first day of the two-day tournament. And I am playing a 2-Dawn, AGA 2-Dawn, and I am still set as an AGA 1-Dawn at that time. In this game, I am playing as white, and it was a horrible game on my part. I instantly did some things that were really dumb because I had done 2 games previously where I had done a lot of thinking. I just was not thinking too well. But I'm going to try not making any more excuses than that. So yeah, I am playing as white, and I do apologize if this cord gets in the way like I just demonstrated. I'm trying out different positions, and I just cleaned out this whole area of the garage just so I can manage more room where I can sit across the board like this instead of being to the side like I have been in the past. So let's go ahead and go on with this. I do want to note that I'm probably going to be talking a lot on the opening more than anything else. Simply because of the things that I did. So we're going with white's doing 2 4/4 stones, and then black doing Chinese, and he finishes off with a low Chinese. He doesn't do a Kobayashi or approaches somewhere else. He just does a simple low Chinese. And we all know that we're not supposed to do what I am going to do. So please don't do it. Please don't do it. I came in and approached here. You will see exactly why this is really horrible when I continue back through the game. But right now I'm going to go over a few things that you could do instead of doing a bad move like this. So a low Chinese, what it wants is for you to invade, so black can manage chasing that group and being able to gain profit over here, or if invading over here, then gaining profit over there, and so forth. It also gains a lot of a lot of potential if black can manage something like this, which would be even more advantageous. So we want to do something up at the top, since black decided not to do a Kobayashi or anything, and because of the reasoning of this side. So a common attack on a Chinese is this extension out here. There have been multiple instances where some do this, and this is the first one that I was taught before. Sometimes I've seen people descend down to the third line instead, or even just play over here. But I don't like that. I like this. Even if black were to do something in here, white's group would be floating up in open space right now. Sometimes I find myself doing this simply because there are times when I don't want them to invade in there and really attack that group. But yeah, how do I want to say this? I would recommend doing this, and then you finding out for yourself what you like. This, or if you are playing as black, play something like this. This is a common thing for black to do. I honestly do not remember which of the two spaces black goes, but I'm just going to say at the start point. And then white playing here. Many things can happen with this right off the bat. Black can go ahead and try cutting through, or just simply go for the corner and let white get some influence in the middle, even though it's going to be hard to really have that influence because of these stones over here. This side looking okay for black. I just realized that my leg was in some of the shadow. Was making some of the shadow. I mean, this prevents white from getting anything up there, and it also makes white's group a little weaker. I mean, if black were to play this, might not play this actually. Like if black were to do this, I mean, white is floating quite easily. So you could decide. I'm probably going to be wrong about what I had just mentioned about this, but these are just my opinions. I'm probably going to be, well, I should be, when I have the time, going over some more of these in detail with myself, so I can better explain these in the future, because I know I'm going to be talking about something like this later on, because this Chinese attack and the Kobayashi, those two things are my top things to do. So if I'm not doing those things, then da, 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 da. Ah, da, da. Okay. So anyway, um, so that's why. Well, these are the good things to do when going against the Chinese. This is a big no-no because, like in the game, black goes ahead and extends out this way. Now this is good because this stone is already here, so getting a base is not very likely for white. And running out is going to be a little harder because black's going to gain potential on both sides, which is going to really hurt. And another mistake on my part was just going straight for the corner. What I should have done is go jump out or do something out here first, because playing in here, it just makes him a little more stronger. No, scratch that. If I don't know what I'm saying, I'm just gonna not say it. So with this, I know I just, oh, it's right there. So, I mean, you can see that, oh, it gets rid of potential. That's what it does. So, you can also see that black now has the wall to really attack the white group on that side, which is really building up on the corner up here. And that's going to be really hard on white if black gets this area over here. And same for up there, because black can still do something in this corner and start surrounding that group, which still isn't quite alive yet. Yeah. So yeah. I do apologize. I'm still recovering emotionally, so I'm trying my very best to be clear, because I want to make sure I can get some more videos in. And if you are watching this, I sincerely thank you for taking your time to watch these videos and learn some more about Go, or to critique in a friendly manner what I can do to make these videos better, or what I can do so you can better learn. from these videos. So what I did was come down and threaten the corner and then jump out. Nowadays, I am not, well, a month later, I am not doing this. It's, no. Now I'm just sticking to this. I'm always sticking to this. Like, unless there's some things over here where something in here would be too hurtful against both this group and this corner over here, then I might go ahead and go over here. But if it's in the opening, I'm now going ahead and playing out here because it's much bigger as a whole. And with this, I'm all really low. His corner is still okay. It's more beneficial for black than white. Black goes ahead and pokes at white's shape, prevents a downward descent for some shape and eyes, and I jump out because I obviously can't get enough eyes down there, and I also don't want him to start attacking from this side and preventing me from doing anything to reduce his area over here, because a move right here, another reason why I like this more, is because black playing here, white, and black doing this, getting that wall for something over here, or using it to chase that group if it isn't alive. Black comes over here, and I was a little skeptical, but it makes sense because he doesn't want me building up over here. But at the same time, I just want to, as black, I'd want to play here, mainly for territory on the top. But at the same time, it's not as worth it if white were to get something like this. So it makes sense. But that was my thought when he played this. So I went ahead and pincered him, and he pincers me back. And I am not used to this double pincer with one low and one high. So it caught me off guard. And don't do what I do in this. This is horrible. Here, I did the Hane so I can keep the corner. I was being pretty greedy. I should have played here. If I play here, then this group is not yet okay. I can attack this group, but this is not very good for white at all. Look at all the mistakes I've made, and it's not even move 30. Well, actually, this is move 31. White me connects, and he protects. I jump, and he protects his cut, because that's what I was aiming for, the cut, as well as gaining some potential over here. I play here. He Hane, I extend out, and he connects. You can see how bad this game is looking right now. I mean, white's potential's okay over here, but white has a weak group there. Black has really good potential over here, can do some peeps and threats over here to attack this group, and then later play here to get this huge area over here, or he can jump up here and gain some potential up there. And as I have Sente, I probably should have done something like jump here or jump out here to help that group. I specifically actually should be helping that group, like maybe a jump out here. Actually, probably best to do a jump out there or a jump out here. Yeah, definitely should have done something like that, but I instead make a stupid move again. I mean, it's always at this point of a game where I'm like, and I know that there are many other players out there that always that think the same thing as well. What do I do? I mean, you just have to study the board and ponder about the board. White's territory is over here, but it's not yet very solid, except for maybe something down here. And has a weak group over there and a okay corner, not too big, and it's completely surrounded. That's another thing. It's completely surrounded. So it's completely useless and can't run or cut through anything. Black's shape is pretty solid right there. While black has a lot of potential for something in here as well as up there. And just like what I did, many will want to do something towards black instead of playing elsewhere, like here or there, here, or jumping out here. Something other than those moves. And it's understandable. We just need to change that. I mean, even this, I like this. Potential for over here as well as over here. Because this does kind of feel slow, but at the same time not, because, again, black can get potential if he plays here, and so forth. I play here, and this is where the catastrophe begins. Because I attached. I mean, a simple jump would suffice for this situation. Oops, because it helps the white group to run out and it reduces black. And a move like this would be pretty slow for black, because then white can play over here and it's a double reduction. Prevention of black getting the moyo. So black should be happy about this because now he has two groups he can attack. Trying to keep the cord out of the way. Oh, I did not play there. I played here to get some more stones in here. And I played here. Then he plays here trying to kill me off. Once I played that, he came back over here. I jump out. In vain, I should have just done something else, because this is only strengthening him to attack that group. You never want to do this in a game. You never want to make moves that help him grow. I mean, I would prefer this over what I did. This is much better, has potential to connect to that stone, and black can't stop both of those stones at this, in one move. Preventing white from saving one of them. So you never want to help your opponent gain all of that potential. I do the Hane, so I have some more room to get out, as well as pushing through this potential. He does a Hane, and now I have a group to worry about. Now, when black plays here, I should not have responded, because then you don't. How do I want to word this? Like, if white plays here, it's threatening to, well, it's saving this group here. And what it also is doing is building this even bigger, which would be huge and would be really great. But that did not happen. I was too worried about making sure I can reduce that. I was being far too greedy. I was saying, you can't have any territory. That is my thinking, and that is always bad thinking. I actually played here first. Sorry about that. I played here, he connected, and then I played there. No, I played there. Another stupid move for me because I was just being too greedy. I mean, this would have worked just fine. But this is still a lot bigger. Much bigger now that I have some stones in here. I play that. He goes here. I threaten. He threatens, but I say no, I'm just going to reduce you. He threatens to cut. I was thinking that he would play here, and many probably would be thinking this too. But if this were to happen, I probably would push through, he extend, I threaten again, and then he play here. And then I could play something over there and start attacking this group. That may be why he played there, but I do not know as of right now. So I protect the cut, and he extends. Now this potential move I had right there is now gone, because I was being too greedy about reducing that side. Playing here for me would have been larger than him getting the top there. Well, the bottom for you. I do a peep, like mentioned in the previous video and the one before that with the real board lectures. That is, no, you do not want to waste moves like that simply for co-threats. I played here because I wanted to build up in here, but I'm letting myself get surrounded. I mean, with this, white should be okay for sure. If black were to do something here, I could play out here. And then if he were to try and surround, I could run out. But at the same time, he could split through here, attack both of the groups. But this group has more of a potential to get the 2 eyes. Yeah. Definitely do not want to get surrounded. Definitely do not want to get surrounded. I mean, I played there to threaten getting some eyes up in that area. I play here. Here, he tries to come and kill me off. So here we go. Black plays that. I threaten. Again, sorry about the cord. What I should have done is play here, because he can't live if he plays there. But I didn't do that. Instead, I played here. He went there. I descend. He plays here, which is a threat to play here for a co, so I decide I need to respond to that. He plays here next. And now we have a situation. White lives in here, but it's very close. Very close. And to prevent another co, which should have happened earlier. If he had ignored this Atari and played here, he would have gained something and probably even killed the group. But that didn't happen. When that happened, white is ahead in liberties. So black comes back over here, and we go back to doing this. And I don't want to get surrounded. If I were to protect this, he could easily play here or here, and I am surrounded and just dead. So I decided that I needed to do something over here. And then a nice, beautiful move from black. And I did not want to fight it off and lose any more potential, so I played here, so I can gain some possible influence for the bottom and let him keep that. Wrong color. Black plays here. I extend. And now white's over here is surrounded. Yeah, not very good. So this whole thing was in the opening, and it is very obvious that this is no way helpful for white whatsoever. I mean, white's not even alive right now. I get as many moves around as I can. And there is a move that can kill off white's group here, but I'll point that out in a little bit. That, and I did it. Okay. Black says that he for sure wants to just kill off the whole group, and I said fine. So I play here. Yeah, you can see how bad this game was, how bad I was playing, and just, yeah, how badly I was thinking. This is horrible. I mean, I hate having to look back at this game because of how bad it looks. I mean, it's so horrible. This is why you don't play an approach on the inside between the 3/4 stone and the 3/9 stone and be automatically pincered like that. This is why the low Chinese is so one of those things that you don't want to try coming in from. So yeah, black plays over here. I do a pincer, and he takes the corner. And now white is just sad. Very, very sad. And I decide that I want to get some walls so I can build up this beautiful potential. I mean, look at this. This is nice and big. The white groups have connected now. The only problem is that black has that. It threatens to cut, it threatens reducing, and so forth. I play here to protect the cut and threaten him, but he just extends out nice and calmly. And I decide that if I want to win this game, I need to keep attacking. But at this point, it's not gonna happen. There's really nothing white can do to win this game. Because this area is going to be greatly reduced because of all these threats to cut. This Hane here, a jump down there, and that group Yeah, that group. He extends out. I play here because now I'm being greedy, saying I want to reduce that. I just wanted to reduce everything I could. But he plays here, and that basically just kills off my group. There's nothing I can do to cut off that stone, and yeah. This was the only thing I could see that could have some kind of potential, but it doesn't work. Because if I connect here, he can play here and get rid of that eye. And my only potential for eyes would be in here, but he can then play here. So, black playing there, connecting, and then simply playing here and making this not an eye. And it's not very pleasant. So, yeah, that's how it was. Except I went there so I can keep the eye. He takes... I threaten for a go. He says no. And now I'm just... That group is dead. But I managed to get it to live. Because he misread something. No, he did not play that. He didn't need to play that. He played here. I'm probably just going to speed through the rest of this because there's not too much else to really talk about that's big because everything was in the opening. Everything in the opening is what caused this to happen. I played here because I wanted to try saving my group, but it's not... I shouldn't have lived there. No, I did not connect. I went there. Black connects, and then I connect. He plays here, and I connect. And he plays here. This is his misread. He was thinking that he needed to do something here, but all he needed to do was play one of either here or here, because it's clearly a two-way cut. But he didn't do that, so I managed to get life up here. That was the misread for this. He threatens, I protect, and I believe, yeah, he took the 2 stones. And I threaten. And you can clearly hear my tone just going downwards because I am not pleased about this game. It hurts me to continue because of how badly I played with this tournament game. Very, very terribly. And I played here. This should work. Or maybe here, to get something over here. But maybe this is fine. But I did do bad here. I did very bad. Oh, come here. And it just gets worse and worse. I'm not gonna bother going over situations of what to do around here, because this shouldn't have happened. This really, literally should not have happened if it weren't for all of the opening stuff. I'm not liking this. And he's probably doing overplays, but I was too passive. I mean, I probably should have played here. But lots of reading. I cap. He plays there. Extends. I connect underneath. He connects. And I play here. I should have played here. I should have played here. I'm telling you right now, I should have played here. I should have played here. And then he cuts me off. And it's a code that's very pointless for me. I really can't win no matter what. Yeah. So I'm just going to quickly finish the rest of this game and then maybe go over something in the opening. And that's when I resign. So you can see I lost that whole group, and yeah. I mean, if I had not had this problem up here, and if I had dealt with this better, not giving him such a wall, and not having this problem, then it might be even. But I can't say that either because there's too many problems with this game. There's really nothing that white can do. All because of the opening. It's all in the opening. Yeah. It's all in that opening. Let's see if I can find a game that's on my phone that has to do with the Chinese. There we go, I found one. This one has something similar. Has to do with the Low Chinese. This recording went fairly quickly, so I am going to go ahead and go over another game, since this is basically all about the opening Low Chinese. And I don't have to go too far with it for it to be clear. So in this one, I was playing on IGS, And I am playing as black. He plays 3-4. I play 3-4. He plays 3-4s facing each other. No, he did not do it low. He did an extension I felt was too far, but it was actually okay for him. Because this whole thing that I did was not very efficient because of it. However, you're gonna see something very interesting. And I believe I mentioned this before, this is actually a Joseki sort of thing. He jumps out. He should have kept pushing through. With the jump here, and then extend, black, white, and jump out that way. But I'm not going to go ahead and play through that. Because I do need to make sure that I can catch the bus in about 20 minutes, 30 to 20 minutes, for another rehearsal. I've got a rehearsal every night this week, and then plays start this week and continue on through next week. Every evening except Sunday. So I play the Hane. He jumps out. I threaten. He threatens. And he plays there. I just ignore it. I mean, why would I? It's just a single stone. I mean, why would I, as in, why would I save that stone? It's just one stone. But he goes ahead and... No, I did not respond there. I mean, I probably could have. But I play over here. So here is the low Chinese. And you can see how beautiful this looks. You can see how beautiful it looks because of this wall that black has. White plays a peep. Does absolutely nothing for white. And... Oh, and on IGS, this game, I am set as a 2Q, and the opponent is also a 2Q. IGS ranking and rankings on IGS are always really weird. At least in my opinion, I've always had problems with rankings on IGS, and I know a few others that have as well. White plays this, and I get some nice potential, but he totally leaves it and plays here. Now this. You can see right now how bad this is for white right now. Black is going to get so much potential down here and up here while chasing this stone. And this group, white group, is still not okay and not really going to turn out too well. White jumps out. I get a wall, looking more lovely. And then we get the overplay. Never do this, please. Never, ever, ever do that. I mean, I would prefer that or some kind of thing, even though this is still horrible for white. I'd probably do this as white. But this is too much. Too much. I extend out because now I have another group to attack. He descends. I honey. He honey. I honey. He protects. I protect. He plays there. I can honey. He does a double honey. I play an Atari. He protects. I block. And he says he doesn't want to live in the corner. He wants to save everything. But I say no. You can just die. I can threaten everywhere before I protect this right here. Actually, he plays there. Well, of course he'd play there. I play there. He takes. I protect. He plays there, which is reasonable because if he plays here, I can play there. No, he should have just played here. If he played there, he would have lived. Why did I not think about that? Why did I not think about that? Actually, no. He didn't die. Sorry. He did not die. He did not die. My bad. He plays there. I play here. And it's been about a month. It's been a month since I've played this game. Yeah. But you can see very clearly that white is 100% surrounded and black has a beautiful, beautiful wall of thickness. And this stone is far too weak. I play there. And I'm not going to go through the whole entire game, but I do. He does try to run out with this. He does a peep here, jumps out here for shape, but I completely capture it. It runs out to about roughly this shape where I have everything in here. Actually, I can do this, actually. If it's not reflecting too badly on the screen, you can see that white is losing his potentials for eyes. He only gets one eye plus a bunch of false eyes. Tries to do something in the corner up there, but it fails. And then he plays Gote, and I decide that I'm going to take the corner, and he tries to completely surround me, but I manage to connect. And yeah, I mean, his only territory would be up here, which I greatly reduce. Would be able to greatly reduce on the side, and then he's got this. While I've got this whole thing times 2 in here because of all the stones that I captured. But you can see how playing in this spot against a 3/4 stone in a Chinese situation, especially with a wall over here, you can see how bad it is to play an approach like that. I mean, it's definitely true that there are many people that have gotten away with playing an approach like that, but I strongly do not recommend that. I strongly do not recommend that. So, yeah. I might do another recording when I get to the rehearsal. Before the rehearsal starts. If I get off in like 3 minutes, I can actually make the bus and get there really early. If the sound booth is open. Yeah. And if I do a recording, it'll probably be a quick one on the OGS series or just a quick one for the first steps into Dawnhood. I will do the fourth game, the first game of the second day of 2 days, either Sunday or next weekend, because my schedule is going to be very, very hectic next week and tomorrow and Friday. So that is that. I mean, unless I get some recordings in before the rehearsals again. But as for this series, I will be putting up another one on Sunday if things continue to work out for me. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from this, and leave a comment about what you think about this and what you believe could make them better, what I could do to make these videos better. And I will see you next time. Later.